Earlier this year, the Supreme Court of the United States, SCOTUS, ruled in a 6-3 decision which found that the University of North Carolina and Harvard College violated the United States Constitution through the use of race as criteria in admissions. The United States Constitution demands equal treatment for all. Race-based discrimination is illegal and violates the principles of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. All students should be given an equal opportunity to attend college and not be accepted or denied because of the color of their skin, nor should access to college aid programs be also guided by these backwards, morally wrong practices now found unconstitutional in this new precedent. Mr. Speaker, this legislation would simply remove race as a criteria and how the programs we have in Wisconsin assist in covering costs and accessing the halls of our higher education institutions. Many in the media and in this chamber have claimed or implied that this bill is shuttering these programs, that the goal must be to shut them down. That kind of hyperbole couldn't be further from the truth, Mr. Speaker. To be clear, this bill moves us to new criteria for disadvantaged individuals to determine eligibility. It ensures that every applicant is evaluated solely on their individual merits, which is what these decisions should be based on: academics, extracurriculars, true financial need. It was claimed in the public hearing that adjusting the criteria for these programs, for example, the Minority Teacher Loan Program, which has been mentioned several times today, would directly lead to less teachers in the classroom, only exacerbating our teacher shortage. Shockingly, it was revealed by the gentleman from the 62nd, who serves on the committee, that a speaker's task force had investigated the program and found that only one applicant had been provided assistance. One. Now, this task force was before my time in this body, but whether it was one in total or one each year, that's abysmal. We can do better. It would seem that by ending the use of these selective, exclusive, not inclusive criteria, we would be helping so many more disadvantaged individuals in need, whether they be future teachers or pursuing any of the other critical fields we are falling short in. By eliminating race as a factor in admissions and aid programs, we would actually align with the principles of equality and fairness. Mr. Speaker, this seems like a win-win, a moral and practical victory to me. And the public would agree. A recent YouGov survey found that nearly 2/3 of Americans believe colleges and universities should not consider race at all in admissions, with only 1/4 saying it should be allowed as long as there are other factors. The state of California tried to amend their own state constitution a few years ago to include race-conscious affirmative action. It lost by a shocking margin, going down by 57%. Individuals, even in the bluest of states, have affirmed they wish to move the United States closer to the colorblind Constitution that John Marshall Harlan spoke of in his famed dissent in Plessy v. Ferguson. In the decision, Grutter v. Bollinger, that the Students for Fair Admissions, Inc. v. President and Fellows of Harvard College now overturned, former Justice Sandra Day O'Connor wrote for a 5-4 majority that, quote, race-conscious admissions policies must be limited in time, unquote. Further adding, quote, the court expects that 25 years from now, the use of racial preferences will no longer be necessary to further the interests approved today, unquote. Well, Mr. Speaker, if you do that math, that day has come. And it's time for our state and our nation to turn the page on these morally wrong, unconstitutional practices dividing us by race and progress forward. Mr. Speaker, the vote on AB 554 is green. Thank you.